What's good, everybody? It's about to go down. What's going on, guys? You already know it's the P-A-L-A-T-A-C-I-O-U-S. Halitations coming at ya. So today, I'm actually trying. Yep, you heard me. Trying mac and cheese. So, check out my tower of cheese, if you must. The mac. Here's my ingredients here. I got stuff kind of scattered all over the place. So, what I'm doing first, and I actually grabbed this recipe off the internet. I am making a roux first. So, again, I'm adding a few things to it. I hope it comes out well. Me and my wife are having a cooking competition. So this is the stuff that's going down. Going down. So now let's take you over here to our pot. And what we're going to do is, this is where we're going to make the roux. So we're going to first melt the butter. And of course I gotta, and let's actually drop the temperature down to medium. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to burn the roux. And you don't necessarily have to make a cheese sauce. It's like, so my wife makes mac and cheese all the time. Well, not all the time, but when she gets in the mood for it. And she doesn't do a roux. She does the cheese and the milk, and she adds a little flavor to it she adds sugar to her mac and cheese. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of people adding sugar to their mac and cheese, but yeah, she adds sugar. So, gonna add just a little bit more butter. It's probably gonna be too much butter, but like I said, I'm kind of spitballing it here. Let's see how this comes out. Hopefully it comes out pretty well. I have no idea how this is going to come out. So I got to let this butter melt down first. And then I'm going to add my flour, my milk, my whipping cream, my heavy whipping cream, and then I'll start to add the cheese. So it's gonna, of course, this is gonna be all in stages. And I'm gonna cook this nice and slow. Like I said, this is probably too much butter, but oh well, it is what it is. I think I kind of overdid it with the cheese. So this is actually 2 pounds of cheese right here. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like my mac and cheese cheesy. So, that's the noodles. No particular noodles I used. I just, whatever was on sale at the store is what I picked up. So, my butter's pretty much melted down. So, let's go ahead and add the flour. This is just all-purpose flour. And all we're going to do is just stir this in the pot. As you can see, it's starting to thicken up a little bit. You might want to zoom in on it instead of zooming in on the oven. So let me actually put this down. It's kind of hard to do two things at once. I don't have a cameraman. I am my cameraman. So you just take a look at the roux here. Kind of nice and brown. And this is a simple recipe too, guys. It's not too difficult, at least from what I've seen. So now we're gonna add the milk. This is 3 cups of milk. gonna add the heavy cream. And then after this, we're gonna stir for at least 1 minute. This is where a fun part starts. After this, we're gonna start adding the cheese. And then the pasta comes along with this. And again, I'm kind of spitballing here. I kind of glanced at the ingredients, the instructions. So if I'm missing something along the way, oh well. Again, this is my first time, so we're gonna see how this comes out. The roux here, gotta wait for the roux to break down, so we're gonna keep stirring at least a minute or so. And the temperature is at a 5. Turn it up a little bit to a 6. I'm gonna just let it sit there for a little bit. And what I'm going to add, actually, this is actually not on the this is not a part of what's supposed to be on there, but just to give it a little pop, I think what I'm going to add is just a little bit, not too much, a little bit of garlic. Just a little bit. Again, I'm spitballing here. So this is the garlic I'm probably going to add here. Not too much though. As you can see, it's bubbling. It's becoming actually kind of thick too. And the garlic I'm just going to chop up really fine, not too much. So my cheese is almost ready to be added. I'm going to add about 2 cups of cheese in the beginning. I'm only going to cut up a half a garlic. And that's it. I'm looking over there, guys. I need y'all to let me know. I don't want to burn my roux. Alright, so let's start adding my cheese. Check this out. Mountains and mountains of cheese. So, and I'm eyeballing this. It says it wanted me to add 2 cups. I think I kind of overdid it with the cheese, but oh well. And I'm definitely adding more than 2 cups right now. Let's stir that. The smell is really good. Really good. Gonna let this stir a little bit, and actually, as you can see, it's getting a little thick. I'm gonna actually turn the temperature down just a little bit. And I'm gonna add more cheese. Guys, I shredded a lot of cheese. My forearms hurt. I didn't realize how much work this was. Like I normally, when I watch my wife, she buys the cheese that's already shredded. But I read somewhere they said that it's better. I don't know. I read this online. They said it's better to get actually the block and shred the cheese yourself because it makes it cheesier when you do that. I don't know how true that is, but I guess I am going to find out. And this is the consistency of this is actually getting nice and thick, which is pretty awesome. I have some remaining cheese left over, which is good. And I actually probably going to shred more cheese. I thought I had enough cheese, but I don't know. No, I don't think there's never enough cheese to make it cheesy. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but it's funny because I asked my mom how she typically makes her mac and cheese. I haven't had her mac and cheese in a while, and she said she makes a sauce first, so she makes a roux as well. Man, this smells super rich, guys. I'm gonna let it sit there for a little bit. And I'm gonna finish chopping up my garlic really nice and fine. Got a lot going on right now. Quite a lot. And guys, feel free, if anybody's watching my videos, to give me any suggestions, any things that you would like to see me try to cook. I can fail at it or I can succeed. It really doesn't matter, because cooking is all about learning. That's how the best chefs have learned, through training and learning, and some have actually taught themselves. So and again, I'm going to cut this garlic up and nice and fine, super small. Garlic is my friend. So in a little bit, we're going to add the noodles. And before we do that, let's add we're going to add some smoked paprika. Like I said, guys, I'm adding a little bit of my own flavor to it. Some black peppercorn grinder. Man, look how beautiful that is. That is, come on. Whew. Oh, almost lost my camera. See, this is what happens when you're your own cameraman. Ooh, this is nice, and the consistency of this. You see how thick that is now? So let's turn this down just a little bit. And we're going to add our pasta noodles. It's It's again no particular brand that we use here, but let's just add our pasta noodles there. And as you can see, it's kind of starting to bubble. I don't know if